How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin. Today's topic of discussion is going to be lack of time is really not a bad thing. It really isn't. Lack of time is really not a bad thing. I'm going to tell you where I'm coming from with this topic of today's discussion. I'm thinking about this from the standpoint of, I'm going to use myself as an example. Think about when I'm rocking and rolling on my own, before marriage and kids or anything has taken place. I'm pretty much a loner. I can take it or leave it when it comes to company, other people. I can just, have some brief interactions, be on my way. What's around me really doesn't make or break me. It's not for everybody, but we're just using this for an example. So, people really see me when I set time aside to go and deal with others, right? Which is not a lot of time because I have a lot of me time for whatever it is that I'm doing. Now, when you toss a relationship in there, intimate relationship in there, and then stack on kids, look where that time that I normally would have had up for others goes to my family, right? So then, now my inner circle has just become a little bit larger. So now, we're not working with the same pool of time that we had when it was just Ayin, which is not a bad thing because Ayin is not putting anything more on his plate than I'm prepared to deal with, right? Now, to the others that I may have been dealing with, on and off here and there, it may seem like, hey, look, you just dropped off the map. We don't see you as much. And that is what I'm getting at with this video. Got to turn this fan on. I'll wait. Get a little hot in here. That is what this video is stemming from. When you got the right people around you, they should understand. And you shouldn't have to do any explaining. Anybody with any type of thought that, I really had to tone it down. When you see me get a loss for words for that, I really get ready to say some other things which it may come off demeaning. So I try to choose my words correctly because I started going into that agitated state. But what I was going to state is when you're surrounded by the right people, they understand that. You don't have to explain that because they know what they're dealing with. It's when you're surrounded by those people is me. Oh, I understand that you've picked up a instant family here now, but still, what about me? That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Anybody with any idea of what it takes to run a family or who they're dealing with. See, too, that's another indicator, and if people are paying attention to you. Because I think about when I met my wife and we were getting to know each other, one of the things that my sister said, and I remember my aunt said this as well, and it was really encouraging, was just like, oh no, we know you doing your thing. And one of the things I remember my sister saying, I was gonna say explicitly, you know what, that's not what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say, one of the things that my sister had stated, and she's pretty direct with this statement, was she said it just like how I'm telling it to you. She was like, anybody knows when you start dating, you're putting your energy and your time into that. People shouldn't be, hanging around with hurt feelings like, oh, woe is me, you're not coming around. No, you're trying to get to know that person. It's understood. My aunt made the same statement. It's just like, no, cool. We like the young lady, and yeah, you're doing your thing. So you don't have to explain anything. And it made me come back to think about this topic when I was talking to my wife about a family member that they're going on, they're making moves. They're making moves, and they're positive moves. And this person is already somebody who's low key. They're in chill mode 95% of the time. So when they went off on their journey of starting their family, yeah, of course you're going to see less of them because this was a person that was already, in chill mode anytime you would have come around them anyway. So with them getting their family, it's not like they're going to get this burst of energy and now all of a sudden you're just seeing them all the time and they're just all up in your face. And I just think that some people should stop to realize this, that it's not a bad thing when you have a lack of time. Nobody's trying to slight you. Nobody's trying to give you less time to shine. It has nothing to do with you. People have lives. And anybody that's on the outside and they're trying to guilt you into thinking, oh, war with me, you're not paying attention up to me. It gets to this, I think I'm probably making this word up, but I'm going to do it for this video anyway. It gets to this cynical meism, this, it's all about me, because you don't have anything to do. Maybe you're this person that thrive on relationships and having people up around you, and that's not a bad thing. If you're a people, I am a people person. I go both ways. I can deal with people, and I got to have some me time. I can be alone. You can take it or leave it. Introvert, extrovert. Do it both ways. That's how I am. But it doesn't make or break me. I'm gonna deal with you how I see fit. What you should be looking at is on the parts that I'm dealing with you. How's our relationship? Am I dogging you out? Am I using you? Are you only seeing me when it's time for me to ask for something? That's a whole nother thing that we're talking about. But that's not what we're talking about on here. Not in this video. I'm talking about people who, they pick up lives. They got things going on. Maybe you just finished school. Now, work is your full-time thing. You got other things. You're trying to accomplish stuff. You got things that you're looking forward to doing. Maybe you learn more about you. Like I said, maybe you pulled the mate up off in there. It's not for other people to guilt you and, we're not seeing you just because you're still on your own kicking it, or you're still doing what you're doing. And this is not to dump all over somebody else who maybe they're at a different point in their life. That's not what we're doing. We're just saying it's not a bad thing for you to have a lack of time for dealing with the inner circle. You, taking care of you. Being the best you that you could possibly be. Be a good thing. You're filling it up with good things. I think you got what I'm saying for this video. Came across my mind, thought about it, wanted to make a topic up on it. You don't have to explain yourself up to anybody. And anybody that's making you explain yourself or trying to guilt you, I really would start evaluating on how our relationship is. If you clearly see me making strides to do whatever it is that I'm doing up off of my life, and you're, war with me, we're sitting, what's going on? You're sitting over there, it's like you're not thinking about, we're not seeing you like you could. To me, the first thing that comes to my mind is that crab mentality, that crabs in a pot. You see me pulling up out of here, now you're trying to pull down. That's the first red flag for me personally on what we're talking about. I don't do that with people. I know time is limited. People, first things first, you gotta work. A lot of times work takes a lot up out of you. I don't know how many times I've clocked out and I've just had to crash. Tired, exhausted. Then I got to try to put that energy up into doing whatever it is that I'm doing. It doesn't leave a whole lot of room for things on the outside. And you know what? I'm not going to feel bad for it. I'm not going to explain it myself, the situation. You shouldn't have to either. Having a lack of time in that regard, not a bad thing. That's the topic of this video. Stay encouraged, avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. You have a good one.